Hello. Today, I'd like to talk to you about the power of artificial intelligence. AI, as we know it, has been in existence actively at least for last 3 years. Now, people say that it's been there for a much longer time. I agree with that, but I am only talking about the last 3 years after the Chat GPT has come into play. So, AI has been there for 3 years, but the usage by companies, I think it really varies. Very few companies would have used it productively. So I want to highlight the power of AI by showing you some use cases that you can relate to. And I would like to motivate you to start using AI and then improve productivity in your companies. Okay, as a nation, I think the productivity of people in India is not at a very high level. We need to improve a lot. So this is a fantastic tool that is available to us. We can use it. Now, as far as my usage is concerned, I've been using AI for the past 2 years to prepare our e-learning programs, and I've been saving at least 60% of the time. So if I was spending 10 hours on a particular module, now I spend only 4 hours. So this is something which an advantage which I already taken, and we have been researching about use cases in using AI, and I think I've made some reasonable progress. That's the reason now I thought I will share it with all of you so that, like I said, it should contribute to the improvement of productivity of the country itself. Okay. So I am going to present to you 20 use cases, but I can't go very deep in this video. I'll be having one video for each of these use cases later on. But to begin with, I would like to introduce to you these 20 use cases. Now, the first area that I would like to talk about is preparing standard operating procedures. Now, I've already made a video on this subject. You can use AI to prepare standard operating procedures in your company. You can use it for your manufacturing. Doesn't matter whatever is your manufacturing. Many people tell me that no, no, our industry is very special and then it can't prepare SOPs for that. No, okay, don't go by that. Okay, I've practically tried it out. AI can give you SOPs even for manufacturing processes which are supposed to be secret. Okay, so I worked in compressor industry. The air end manufacturing is supposed to be very sacrosanct, and then it's supposed to be secret in every company. But I can see that AI can contribute to preparation of SOPs for assembly of air ends. It can go very deep, in fact. It can prepare a broad SOP. It can also prepare a very detailed SOP for things like a seal assembly and a bearing assembly and so on and so forth. So AI can definitely prepare SOPs for your manufacturing, whatever you are manufacturing. It won't give you 100% correct SOPs, but it will reduce your time by at least 60 to 70%. That I can assure you. Okay, so SOPs for manufacturing. Now SOPs you can prepare even for finance department. Okay, how to file GST return. Okay, how to make statutory payments every month. Okay, all this the AI can prepare an SOP. Again, as I said, you may have to modify it a little bit, but it will reduce your labor quite a bit. And again, SOPs in any department it can address. If you want to prepare SOPs in area of quality, it can help you. If you want to prepare SOPs for recruitment in HR or for final settlement in HR, it can suggest you beautiful SOPs. Again, you will have to modify it a little bit and then start using it. So using AI for preparation of SOPs is a very practical thing, and you can try it out. Now, another area where you can apply AI very well is in the area of training the people. Okay, usually the training, the shape that it takes is you identify a group of people. If at all if you're doing training, by the way, you identify a group of people for training, and then you do the training for all of them. Usually, the same content will be applied for all of them, and companies cannot release them more than once in a month or so. So that's how the training happens. Once in a month, they will be addressed, and then a group of people will be trained together. This is how the best of the companies may be doing it. But now you can, using AI, you can tailor make the training for each person. The AI can do the tailor made training, and the person can learn in small amounts. So it can be like a bite sized training. Okay, so and you can also do the training actually when it is required. Let's say you are setting up a factory now, and then you want to implement lean principles in that factory. So now you can train the team of engineers in lean principles. So you don't have to do it very much in advance. You can do it right before the event happens, so that they can immediately use the training, because the training can happen 24 by 7 anytime. Okay, the AI can structure beautiful modules for training, and you can suit it to the requirements of each person actually. Okay, if someone says I can spend 5 hours a week, it can structure a course for 5 hours a week. If someone says I can only spend 2 hours a week, it can structure for 2 hours a week. So I think the training can be totally democratized using AI. Now, the third area is coaching. I do executive coaching. I also do business coaching, which is for a group of people, but executive coaching is always for a single person. Usually, senior people are nominated for executive coaching. Now, I when I do the coaching for this is senior people, now what I'm doing is I create a project in the AI, that this so and so person coaching, that's the topic, and then I put all the goals of the coaching, and then all the data that I collect about the person, and then the regular incident logs that the person gives, all the information about coaching I put it in that folder. And now the AI knows everything. So when I have a coaching session, I'll ask it saying that based on the progress that the coachee has made so far, tell me what are the things that I can focus in the next coaching session. And I will also ask it to give me resources for the coachee. Resources can be, it can be articles, it can be videos, it can be any resource that is useful to the coaching. So the AI will suggest me as to what all resources that I can use, and it will actually give me the resources. So as a coach, my effect is multiplied by with the help of AI. Now the fourth way in which you can use AI is in lean manufacturing. As you know, the lean manufacturing is something, it's a foundation for every manufacturing company. Okay, whatever technology that you have, but you still require the lean principles on the ground, without which you cannot be a strong manufacturing company. So, how AI can be used in lean? One method, one way in which AI can be used, there can be many other methods. I only talk about one method. You can use AI to do a time and motion study. It can do a fantastic study. It can give you as to where all the productivity can be improved, what tools can be introduced, what simple automation you can introduce. It can do all this. Usually, my observation is the lean manufacturing experts are very few in companies. If I go to 10 companies, probably one or two companies may have someone who is reasonably okay, not an expert really. Experts are very few. So, but with the help of AI, you can have a lean manufacturing expert in every company, provided you know how to use it and you have an attitude for using it and taking the benefit from that. Okay, so lean manufacturing can be speeded up. It can give you a tremendous benefit if you use AI and then implement the actions that it is telling you to. Now, the fifth use case, AI can help you in identifying micro skills in your manufacturing. What I mean by micro skills is an operator, when he is working in the same operation for a very long time, he or she will develop a fantastic skill. And using that skill, that person will be able to produce at a very high level of productivity. Okay. Now, if you take a person newly, that person will not be able to produce at that productivity because he or she is simply not having the experience. Now, the person who has been working for a long time would have developed these micro skills in his working, in his or her working. So what happens is, because of these micro skills, that person is having a much more agility in the manufacturing, a fantastic skill he or she is having compared to a new person who has come. So AI can help you to identify these micro skills. It can also help you to train people for these micro skills. How to train people for these micro skills? It can suggest you ways and means. Okay, so using this, you'll be able to solve this problem of training newcomers when attrition is happening. You are not able to control the attrition, but if you have ways and means of training employees quickly, I think you'll be able to control the problem to a reasonable level. We have seen in one company we use this, and then because of micro skills, the productivity of the company has improved almost 2.5 to 3 times. Okay, so this is something which you can apply AI and speed it up. Now, the sixth area where you can apply AI is simulating a production plan. You can simulate production plan using AI. In manufacturing companies, especially the assembly companies as well as I would say even machining companies and all that, foundries and so on, it is very difficult to balance everything. If you are trying to control inventories, your sales may drop. If you're trying to take care of sales, your inventories will get affected. Okay, so or you have inventory, you have everything, orders and all, you may not have manpower. Okay, because you're not planned it in advance. So like this, balancing all the resources is a big issue in manufacturing. Now, you can simulate the planning using AI. Usually for the simulation, I think some very costly softwares are required. But now, at a very small price, I think you can simulate the planning within your company. You can say that I don't want inventories to go beyond this particular level. If you have season, non-season, you can say during season, okay, inventories up to this level is okay, but non-season up to here only it should be. You can define the inventories as you want. And then you can define capacities, your capacities, critical suppliers capacities, and then you can define other parameters, like let's say if you have quality issues, you can say in these parts I have quality issues or production issues, whatever. Okay, you simulate, you write down all this, and then with the help of AI you will be able to simulate the plan for, I don't know, maybe for next 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, whatever period you want, you can simulate. And what's the use of this simulation? You'll be able to know where you would have problems and you'd be able to take care of them. If you say that I want to take care, I want to meet 100% of the demand. This is the demand and it may vary by 10 to 15%. You give it like that. And then you say that if I want to meet all this, then which are the areas that I should address? You can ask AI. Okay, I will give you beautifully as to which supplier capacities you need to look at, and which are the products that you need to improve quality immediately, and so on and so forth. And it can do it for a long time into future. And you can do the simulation, identify improvement projects, and then keep simulating every week. or every month. You can even simulate every day, okay, because it takes only a few minutes, okay. But you can simulate it every month and then keep making the course corrections. By this, I am 100% sure you will be able to utilize the resources in a much better manner. In manufacturing companies, one of the big problems that is there is the operators may not follow the standard operating procedure. The SOPs are there, but the operators are not following it for whatever reason. Now, AI can help you to arrest this. How it can help? It can watch your manufacturing process, the way the operator is working, compare it with the SOP that you have, and say that which are the places this person is deviating very habitually. That is, many times he may be deviating at a particular step. So it can highlight this. It can also suggest what are the improvements that can be made so that it becomes easier for that person to follow the SOP. Okay. Now, this I would say is a very invaluable tool for manufacturing if the companies can use it. So this is something that the AI can do. It can help these operators to improve their skills. And another thing is, if it notices something, a dissonance between SOP and the actual manufacturing that is happening, it can suggest improvements in the SOP itself. So this is something which is available now. Now, the eighth use case that I would like to talk about is problem solving. Now, in manufacturing companies, especially, there are always problems, and these problems usually they exist for years and years. Same problems will be there for years and years. There are many times I joke that the founder is there and the problems are also there for all those years. Okay, since the company has started. Okay, now why is it? Why does this happen? The employees are not having the problem solving skills. So you can use AI to teach employees the problem solving skills. Now you can teach in a much better manner. You can, like earlier I said, you can do a bite sized training, and then definitely you have a good chance of improving the problem solving skills of your employees. But another level, if you think about it, another level, you can also ask AI to solve your problems. You can ask it to follow 8D methodology or 7 steps of QC story. You can ask it to follow 7 QC tools, whatever tools that you want. You can also even ask it to do a design of experiments also. So you can ask it to do all this and then solve your problems. So how does it happen? If you have a problem, quality or quantity, it can suggest you as to what data that you need to collect, and it can also analyze the data and then give you a root cause. AI can do it right now. Again, like I've been saying, AI may not be able to give you a perfect 100% result right now, but it can give you 60 or 70%, and which is a very huge benefit. And I would like all the companies to use this and then make sure that the managers learn how to use this tool, this beautiful tool. One of the problems that the current times is having is that none of the executives have time to learn. They're all so busy in their work that they just do not have the time to learn. Now, using AI, you can create micro learning modules. You can suit the time that is available to you, and you can prepare the micro training modules using AI's help. And you can also choose the method of training that you would like AI to give you. Okay. If you want to learn through case studies, you can do that. If you want to learn through asking questions. You can do that. You can learn by with the help of multiple choice answers. You can learn that way. So you can choose the way you would like to learn. Some of you may be comfortable in learning with the help of videos, then you can choose that. So this way you can choose the micro learning module, you can choose the methodology, and you can do this learning in, let us say, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Once you may have to spend time with AI to design your course, and saying that, okay, every day how much time you can spend, or every alternate day, whatever you want to do. Okay, and then it can create modules in such a way that every day you learn a small topic and then keep accumulating, and maybe in a month you would have learned quite a bit of knowledge. Okay, so I think this is something that executives can use in a wise way. Now, the 10th use case for AI. Many of us often get frustrated that some of the team members are not improving. Some of them carry the same problem for whole of their careers. I've seen some people having a particular problem, and they continue with the same problem for their whole career. And usually their career gets truncated, or it gets limited because of that particular problem. These problems may be many things. Some of us, our team members, we say that they just don't know how to get things done. And then some of them will say, this guy just can't plan his time. He always delays everything. So, like this, we have some problem or the other about every team member almost. And some of us may try working with HR to improve that particular area and so on. But very, very, very few times this particular person will improve, and then he will shape up. Okay, many times, at least 85% of the time, we just give up after some time. Okay, but now you can use AI for creating specific learning modules for this person, whoever you are talking about. Okay, if a team member is not good in time management, AI can give you a 30-day plan to improve his time management. And it will not be just theory. You can build the course in such a way that it will get seeped into his work. So it is almost like you can work out his schedule, his actual work, and then give it to AI, and then AI can have a plan versus actual, and then it keep a close monitoring, and then keep giving him relevant theoretical topics. It won't train him just like that on everything related to time management. You can tune it like that. So this is a fantastic trainer that is available to you. Now, how do you tune that person and how do you use that person is entirely left to you, isn't it? But now you don't have an excuse to saying that this particular team member is simply not improving and I'm not able to do anything. I've told HR, but they're not doing anything. All this stops now because AI is available now. So, for the sake of limiting the size of one video, I'm ending this video with 10 use cases for artificial intelligence in your regular work. I will come back with another video in which I will deal with another 10 use cases. There can be hundreds of use cases, believe me. Okay, if any of you can would like to know how you will apply AI for a particular problem, you can write to me. I'll respond to you. Okay, because AI is something that every Indian should use, and then we should improve our productivity from there to there. Okay, so I'm available for you.